You don't want Dr. Phil to sing the intro? He a good singer. No, I'm playing.
I think we got
Oh,
it. I
there you
think we
go.
got
There you go.
it.
There you go.
Here we go.
Minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. Minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The views or opinions expressed during the Lavish T. Williams podcast, during the interviews or commentators, are those of the individual speaking and do not necessarily represent the views and opinions of Lavish T. Williams or the sponsors of the podcast.
Yo, what's going on Facebook and YouTube, man? It's Lavish T. Williams, and I appreciate everybody who's chiming in to check out the podcast tonight. Which tonight I'm going to shift over to the West Coast, man, and we just gonna have a kick it type of conversation with these guys over here, man, and I'm gonna let you know. I've never even met these guys, right? And that's how cool the bike set is. It's really as cool as you make it to be. It's so many different people from all walks of lives, from all areas that's doing different things, man. And tonight, I really just want to kick it with these guys over here on the West Coast, the Southern California side, on the podcast, man. And I hope that y'all enjoy the show. Y'all can interact with us. We got the comments up. And I want to introduce these guys, man. I want to bring them on one by one so they can tell you who they are and possibly what club they at, what club they in, what they ride, and all that cool stuff, man. So let me go ahead and bring in the first guest right here, right now. What's happening? What's going on with you, young man?
Good early evening, brother. I'm Dr. Phil from Bikes in the Hood. You know, I ride that road glide, special. And I love the pound. And I'm fairly new to the set. I like to put that out there because I'm never trying to come as an expert just from my experience and my knowledge. But I look forward to getting to know everybody as you as well, brother. And hopefully Bikes in the Hood will come out your way.
Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead, man. Who we got right here, man? What's happening?
What's the word, bike dog? This is Fontaine. Um, I've been on, well, first let me tell you what I ride. I ride a CVO Road King, and I've been on this set about 20 years. So,
Oh,
um, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've been on it about 20 years. I actually ride for the chosen few. Um, and that's about it. We can get into more shit a little later.
all right, cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what's now this is the first one that I met, man. I think his screen is froze, man. I think it's froze. Come on, man. Let's get
Yeah,
this.
he on that highway.
Yeah, man. So his signal is probably going in and out, but that's okay, man. When he get his stuff back together, man, we gonna go ahead and bring him right back in because I'm sure he'll come back in real shortly. Here you go, right here, man. Where you at? Where you at? Come on, man. Go ahead. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Let them know who you are, where you from, what you ride, and all that cool stuff.
I don't even know if he can hear you.
Mecca, can you hear him?
Can he hear? Okay, he probably not. The audio probably ain't working for him. Cause it's in over here, man. But that's okay. That's okay. We gonna make it work, man. So listen, you say that you've been on the bike set. You fairly new. How new is new,
Yes, sir.
man?
5 years in, brother. 5 years.
Okay, I mean, well, you got some ride time up under your belt, man. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
now,
Well, we talked about not talking about miles and all that old good stuff, but I'm on a bike that had 9 miles out. I'm at 45,000.
okay,
I done been here to Texas, Fort Worth. Of course, New Mexico, Arizona. But yeah. I mean, I like to say fairly new because, and I'm gonna put this out there. Fontaine is one of my mentors coming into this motorcycle set, and I just had a lot of questions. I probably burnt half his ear off with questions and needing answers and things like that. And the reason why I like to say I'm fairly new because people believe that I've been out here for years, but uh, when you're a student and you learning, brother, you ain't got no problem with saying I'm fairly new to this because you constantly learning.
right?
So many brothers they get out here and they stop learning, they forget what it's all about.
Oh no, man, I can definitely dig it, man. Fontaine, man, what got you? You've been out here 20 years, man. What got you out here anyway, man?
Honestly, uh, I used to ride a bike back and forth to work just because of traffic. And the founder of my last club, not the club I'm in now, because this is only my second and last club, period. But he would see me going to work every day. And he asked me one day, he said, "Hey, you want to join a motorcycle club?" And I'm like, "The hell you mean a motorcycle club?" Like, no, I didn't think about it first until the one time he did take me out to the set. And once I seen it, I was just all in at that point. Especially, back then on the West Coast, especially in the LA area, there was a lot of camaraderie, a lot of partying, a lot of picnics. Like it was something to do literally 7 days a week. And sometimes it'd be two or three clubhouses open, in the same night. So that's what really brought it to me was the joy of it, the fun of it. I already like riding bikes, and then to meet a whole bunch of other, you know, black folks that did the same was a plus within itself.
Oh
So
man, that's what's up. Let's see if it's spring back on. All right, hey, you there? You, is it
Yeah, I'm
is it
right
is it
here.
is it working?
Yeah, I'm back.
Man, go ahead and tell them who you are, man.
Oh man, what's happening, y'all? My name is Mecca. I ride a 2018 Street Glide. I came from the sport bike side first,
Right?
and now I'm over here on the Harley side. And just from coming from over there to the Harley side, it's a big difference. And once I got over here, it's been nothing but fun compared to where I was before. And I just like hanging around, man, and riding my bike, meeting different people, basically just enjoying the ride and having fun.
Man, that's what's up, man. You know the crazy funny part about what you just said is when you said that you had fun, you had more fun, or the fun was different when you came from the crotch rocket world. I had the most fun riding crotch rockets. A different type of fun though. It's a different type of fun. I had more fun in the rocket world. I don't know if it was because that was the trending thing that was in at the time, and because I was younger. Um,
Right,
and
right.
and because the way that the world was. And when I say the way that the world was, we were living in a non-social media day and age, pre biker boys day and age. The best communication we had was instant communication, was those Nextel chirps.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All
You go.
day.
So
yeah.
I had a blast, but we didn't go anywhere. We just were like in the city, local.
Right.
We
Right.
didn't ride anywhere, man. When we heard people talk about riding to another state, we Like, man, that dude must be crazy talking about riding to another state on a motorcycle. But then
Right.
when the Harley game came around, and I'm not even gonna lie, when the Harley game came around, um, it was on that flashy, bossy stuff at the time in the beginning, and then it evolved to the highway, ground pounding type of thing. And then we got where we at now, where it's a combination of of everything, man. The Harley racing. Not saying that it ain't never been done before. The Harley racing, you got the custom bikes, you got the sound bikes, then you got the highway bikes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so that was interesting when you said that, because I sit back and I think about the crotch rocket days, and back then, man, we didn't have all these politics, man, that's going on out here on the bike scene. you know, you
Wilding
actually,
out, bro. Just
yeah,
getting it.
you had the bike clubs. They pretty much stayed over there, and then you had the
Uh huh.
crotch rocket guys. That was just every goddamn where, but they never really
Mm.
integrated with each other and stuff like that, man. At the time, you know. So tell me about that bike set, man, over there. On the West Coast, man. Are y'all all chosen few?
No,
No.
I'm full throttle.
Full throttle. Okay. Okay. Full throttle. Club. That's a club too, right?
Yes, sir.
That is a club.
MC
Okay,
Club.
cool. Okay, cool, cool. Let me tell me so that I can have a better understanding of the bike set, man, and how it's going over there on the West Coast. What is y'all bike set like? I see the videos. I see the pictures. I hadn't been down to Cali on the bike set since Kings of Cali had their anniversary party at the Choppers Clubhouse. That was the last time I was down there, and that was just for
Mm.
the anniversary, the annual that they had. But I want to know more about what's going on down there in Cali, man. How is it?
Point of DA,
Dr.
go ahead,
Phil,
man. Speak on it.
yeah, yeah.
No, I said go on and speak on it, man.
Now I was gonna let you, since you're the new guy, and then I get my little spin. You know how this shit go. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? For me, like I said earlier, man, the camaraderie is what I love. But one of the things I do, we talked about this. Let me say this: when we come down to going distances, there's certain places back that way where you can drive for 3 hours and you're in a whole nother state. In California, you can drive for 8 hours and still be in California. You know what I'm saying? Um, like Vegas is 4 hours away. A lot of us don't even consider that like it's another state, but we don't consider that because it's only 4 hours away. Shit, Sacramento is 6 hours away and it's in California. But for me, uh, the freedom, the wind therapy, and then pounding with bros who've been doing it for years and being educated on the set and about the set, meeting new people. You know, Mega mentioned the fun. For me, it's fun, but the best part is riding my bike. It's like I'll be on my way home from an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour ride and still take a detour through LA because I don't want to park my bike, man. So the wind therapy and the fun for me and the camaraderie, meeting new brothers and uh just building strong relationships and bonds. That's awesome. Because down here, we got so much going on and being a part of a motorcycle culture, so to speak, and the brotherhood and going to another city and another state and being welcomed as if you're family, bro, that's awesome. That's the way our black culture was some years ago, man. And for me, that's what I love about it.
No, man, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. Fontaine, what about you, man?
For me, the set is it's always been cool. Sometimes you'll have your bad times, and I think every set has its mess. You got your messy ones, you got your crap starters, you got all that. But for the most part, it's like one big party scene.
Right.
When you go to most clubs, you there to have a good time. You're not really there for the beefing, though it may happen. You know what I'm saying? It might pop off every now and then because you got to think we also got the gangs that are right here with us as well. So you don't really know what's going to happen. But the majority of the time, I'm gonna say 90% of the time, it's all about having a good time, having fun, hanging with your brothers, sisters, doing the intermingling and riding your bike. So as far as the set is concerned, as long as you're not deep diving into the politics of the game, you're always gonna have a pretty good time.
Oh man, that's dope, man. What about you, man? What's your perspective, man? Tell me about it from your point of view.
when I first came out here, it was more along the lines of riding your bike and like the guys mentioned, the camaraderie and just being able to go from one location to the next location and you introduce yourself to that particular person and now it's like, yeah, I remember that guy. He cool as fuck. Come on, man, I got you on the next one. So you come back and this guy's already buying you a drink and you only met him one time. But that's the kind of, the fun that it was when I came. Now it's a lot more of standoffish. My bike is better than yours. And you're like, okay, but we both ride the same bike. But why are you so angry at me?
Hey, hey, we I would say this, man. Some people out there in the comments, man, they might get mad, but we all don't ride the same bikes. We all ride Harleys, and then you got the rest of them. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
you got the Harleys, you got the Harleys out here, then there's everybody else. So
Right.
he said, "Don't call my Diamondback no Huffy, boy."
yeah, you got that, man. But you know what, man? On the Detroit side, man, to give y'all a little background of the Detroit bike set, man, from where I see it, man. I think that we got a real live dope bike set. And I'm not saying that just because I'm from Detroit. I know you're supposed to hold up your town and represent it real well. But when I think of my bike set and I go to other cities, we are a all night city. I'm not sure about
Yeah, you told me
Cali.
that, bro.
Yeah, we are literally an all night city. And when I go to certain places, and there's nothing wrong with it, it's just that coming from Detroit being up, we start late. You know, everything is late and it stays open late. Our clubhouses, technically don't close to the last person leave, man. You can come,
Damn.
yeah, you can be up at a club, man, and it's not just a weekend thing. This is Sunday through Saturday, man. 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, man. It just depends on the person in the club, man. And when I go to other cities, a few other cities, I won't say all, unless it's a big event going on. I see a lot of cities, and it might be because of city ordinance or whatnot, but they shut down, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're
Yeah.
just really getting started, man. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And
Damn.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla Blue, man. What's happening? I see you up on there, man. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, we late, man. When I first came to Cali, and I came to Cali not for bike stuff. I rock with the Majestics, man. Them my guys over there. Compton Majestics.
Yeah, the car
Um,
club. Yeah.
yeah, the car club. So when I had came over there for a event for it was a Majestic event. It was a picnic or whatnot. And when I got there, I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. We're gonna go to this picnic, blah, blah, blah. I had went up and stayed with my guy in AV in the desert. So he's like waking me up, like, man, this we gotta go. And I'm like, man, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it don't start until later. He's like, no, man, we're gonna be done
Right.
by 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
We 2 o'clock. Detroit, we not pulling up until about 2 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So
So
uh,
so let,
Ah,
allow me to hit you with this, Lavish. Uh, we got bike nights, and we got what we call after hours,
all right.
and there's clubs when you leave an annual or a dance, you go into an after hours. DOs has one, the DTs has one, they're after hours, but some people don't go to the after hours for whatever their reasons are. I don't know. But yeah, there's been times where I didn't went from one club to another clubhouse and walked outside. It was daylight in the morning. So we
Yeah, that was
on
a
a
good
few nights
night.
during the week, yeah, a few nights during the week, we got something to stay open all night. It's just a matter of, it's a matter of cliquish. People tend to be kind of cliquish and, oh yeah, I don't do this, I don't do that. But when you out there and you're a biker, man, you hit them all. There's a bike
Man,
night
that's right.
every single night during the week. Some got two bike nights, and
Yeah.
some don't shut down till the sun come up. You know what I mean?
No, that's really how it is. We got Gorilla Blue. He said he came to Detroit and stayed out to 5:30. Now, the
Yeah.
funny part about it with certain out of towners, when they do come, I've had them tell me, man, y'all kept us out all night, man. I'm tired, man. How do y'all do
Mhm.
this, man, all night? And it's so normal. It's so normal for us. So I can expect Cali to be the same way. I can really, because y'all got a lot of stuff going on out there on the west. So I can see it. And I'm only living a lot of the California bike life through the videos that I see. One thing that I do see a lot of is y'all really do keep the tradition of street racing going on out there.
Right.
And I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
just
if
started
that's,
picking back up.
yeah, see, we're not, it's kind of faded away up here, but I see down there it's constantly going. It's constantly going, and I like that. I need to be a part of that, man. And it seems like
Yeah.
And
y'all do it every week, man. Every week down there. Is that every
there's
Oh
one,
weekend
yeah.
down there?
yeah,
Every
it's
week.
like
Man,
this though. Hold on. It's like it happens every week and sometimes more than just once, but that in itself is a rat race. Because they'll start one place at like 4 in the afternoon or whatever, but by the time they done, they done
yeah.
bounce to 3 or 4 different spots, and they
Right.
not going home till about 7 in the morning. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to catch them because they'll be racing at 5 something in the morning. You know what I mean? But they've been going for 12 hours straight.
Man, that's
So
dope, man. That's dope, man. I want to have
yeah,
I want to have a part of that, man, when I do get back down there on the west. Hey, is that I don't even know the name of it. I know I had went down there when I was there another time. It's a bridge that everybody meet up on under the bridge, man, on the weekends, Friday nights. It's some bridge that they meet up at. I don't know the I don't know the I don't know the
there's
name of it
one
though.
that's up towards LA, and then the only other bridge that people truly ride on is at Terminal Island.
It got to be near LA because
Yeah,
I was with the people from Compton, and that was where they was, that's where they was at. So I'm gonna
yeah,
assume that it was there, man. They used to be up under the bridge. I don't know the name of it though, man. But that was
yeah.
that was cool, man. Um, let me ask you this, man, because we sit up here on these groups and we interact with people, we talk to people that we don't even know, man. The common bond is these motorcycles. Now,
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's the common bond. That's what brings us together. When you sit online and go out in public to these events, man, how often do you actually run into the people that you interact with online? And how do they take you when you see them?
You know,
Some
from my,
people
you
are
know,
cool. No, go ahead, Phil.
oh, I'm just saying from my experience, man. Uh, I see a lot of them. And the MCs that I see, they be on ground. And that's what I love. They be on ground and they walk up like, man, I watch your podcast, man. Y'all funny as hell, man. Y'all be spinning real game. Our whole concept is to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna get up here and fake it. We're not gonna try to talk about what they do in Detroit when we're not from there. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not gonna do that. But the interaction, I had to go hunt them two down because I was somewhere and people was bombarding me and man, where's the other two at? And I'm like, they here, let me go get them and bring them back to me. And it's a lot of love, man. Yeah, Mecca got issues out there. But it's a lot of love, man. And again, like I said, I've met dudes that I didn't know. They watch the podcast and they walk up, introduce themselves, and and again, they on ground. And that's really what I love because it's like, some people don't like riding their bikes. I think it's contagious or something. Maybe it's gonna make them have a heart attack. I don't know. But uh the reception is cool. And I meet more and more people every week. Every week. Yeah.
Right. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. Anybody else?
No, I was just gonna say, that's exactly what he just said right now because we're out, and then it's like you get a phone call and be like, "Hey, I seen your brother out tonight from the
Right.
podcast." But then you have some that'll just look at you, but are very hesitant to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So they real hesitant, but they acknowledge it after they ask you a couple questions, and then it's like, "Oh man, the show is just fun. You guys are very entertaining," and it's like, "When's the next show?"
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like for me, it's always oh well, we'll be back on either Sunday, if not Sunday, Monday
Okay.
at this
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
I get I get, man, at doing this stuff, man, this podcasting, man, and kicking it with these different bikers from all over. I want to be honest with you. I did not expect to reach people like I'm slowly starting to reach them. To be honest with you, I was just doing this for my area, for my small circle of people within the city
Right.
of Detroit, man. Um, but it feels good to see that although you were doing it and you were thinking small and doing it, within your city, the different people that's actually paying attention and embrace you when you go out places, man. And it allows you to meet these different people, man, all types of different people, man. And you got the racers, man. You got the highway, you got the highway guys, man. You got the sound guys, you got the old head guys, man. It's just teach you game, man. I enjoy that, especially when people reach out to me and they talk about, man, I seen your video, I seen this. I mean, it keeps me motivated. And then when you have a platform, and just anybody, not just me, I mean, you can just be on your phone going live. I mean, just the content that you put out
Mhm.
in the atmosphere, man. When you got good content, you got a good vibe, man. People like that, man. It's like I don't
Hmm.
I don't want to push the negative narrative because I mean it's so many different things that's going on in everybody's day-to-day life. And then to enjoy a hobby and make it not fun and make it messy, it's something that I want to stay away from. You know,
Most
uh
definitely.
Yeah.
I know that you got people that like to do shock value stuff, in general, and as humans, we react. And hey, man, Fontaine, did you see that one video or that one status that old boy posted or old girl posted? Yeah, we'll laugh at it, but I feel like at a certain point, man, I don't want to add to making the bike set look like a mockery or a joke, man. When we can use our platforms, man, to bring awareness, teach, share experiences, meet different people, man. So I like that the people that watch me, they help keep me grounded that way. When they say, "Man, I
Yeah.
like what you
Right.
had, man. You had some guys on there from Cali, man. I was digging the conversation and stuff, man. And it engages with more people, and then more people want to reach out to you, and you constantly building these relationships, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just constantly
Yeah.
building the relationships, man. And like I told people in the beginning, I've never met these guys. We actually just met from Instagram.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, from Instagram. But you get to paying attention to what people doing and what they're putting out there, and you like, okay, man, these guys, man, they got some cool stuff going on, man. I can rock with that. You don't want to
Right.
be. I don't want to be part of anything that's not positive.
Right.
eighty
Absolutely.
percent positive. Let me say that. I'm not a saint. 80% positive.
Get that dub out the way, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
He said,
have
I'm on that
that
80
wiggle
20
room.
rule.
Yeah, that 80/20. 20%, I might, it might be days I might be on some foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's all for fun, man. It's all for fun, man. And it's just like, man, I don't know if Gorilla Blue is still on here, man, but like um a week and a half ago, man, when he put that challenge out there for people to
Oh
go
yeah.
out there, that was dope, man. I mean, I think we needed that, right? It didn't cost us anything, and it was all fun. It was like everybody chimed in, everybody went out, and it was great. And that's what we need as bikers, especially with so much bull crap that's going on, man. And it's like it's so
Oh
much
yeah,
we need
most
to talk
definitely.
about. And I don't want to go deep into it because I don't want to make a great show go towards a negative side when we know that it's
Right.
negativity out there, man. But when you got a guy like him that just got up on there and said a couple things and got the interaction from shit a lot of
A
bikers
lot of
from all
people.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And they go out and they go out to their motorcycles and they got their commentary and they starting their bikes up and the next person following suit, man, and we just sitting there watching. That was dope. That's the positive things that we need in the bike world, man, especially during the winter months. See the Calis in the southern states, y'all got all winter. It's not Michigan weather. You know what I'm saying? So y'all,
Right.
Right.
you
Hell
got y'all
no.
got an advantage. It was 16
He
degrees
Right.
said
out here this
he
morning,
said
man.
they pulling out the snowmobiles to go to the liquor
Right.
store.
They going snowmobiles, ice skates,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But when you got a challenge like that, man, it's all for fun. Now I did see some people, and this is where things, get a little, you
Yeah,
get
a little
somebody
testy.
that, yeah, people they wanna, he put a nice challenge out and it was cool. It was interesting. You got those some people that just want to keep trying to overtop it. Do this. Nah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep it fun. That's
Keep it
what we
simple,
want to
yeah.
do. Yeah, just keep it fun. That's it, man. And it was still fun, man. I like that challenge. I know he got something else going on. For something about some miles. I'm sure he's gonna post that up because I don't want to misquote it, man. But those are things that I like, man. Out here. And then the networking, man. Meeting these people. When you go from city to city, state to state, man, and you can meet great people. Cause we hear so many different people. Let me say this, cause I don't want to say we. I'm only speaking from my standpoint. I be in huddles with guys, and they so negative about the bike set. Man, these bikers, this man, I mean, it's
Yeah.
always, it's so much negativity, and I just look at it as you make it what you want it to be. The bike world is going to be whatever you want it to be. You got the guys out here that straight up horse. You got the guys out here that just want to ride. You got the guys out here that's just looking for a party. You got the guys out here
Mm-hmm.
that just want to be women. And when I say women, just all with that old gossipy, messy, feminist stuff. We living in a whole
Right.
new day and age with these fellas, man. They keep up more stuff than some of these women.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
In a
yeah, most
major way.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
In a
Yeah.
major way.
uh, yeah, man. So I like that, man. But I want to shift to something. I want to shift to something because you two are our chosen few, which is an outlaw club, correct? One percenter.
Correct. Correct.
Now I don't now because I want to be conscious. Now if it's something that you don't want to you feel comfortable speaking on, that's fine. I'm just trying to set up the difference if it's a difference from the West Coast to the South or the Midwest. Do you guys interact with the MC set in a non OMC type of way? Is everybody in your area we're bikers, or do they label well, there's the one percenters and you got the MC guys over here and then you got the social clubs. How is that layout there with the 1% the one percenters?
I think it depends sometimes on which club you're talking about. That's number one.
Okay.
Um, and I think sometimes it's like how you said about your podcast, you wanted to do it for your area, right? So that was the kind of concept with this. Instead of trying to shove rules down people's throats and things like that, we made the podcast to make what we say voluntary. Some stuff you're gonna take and use, some stuff you're not. Some stuff you're gonna think is bullshit, some stuff you're gonna think is a diamond in the rough. Um, but when it comes to the separation, just like you said, in different areas, I think they look at it different. On the West Coast, we look at it different from down south and how it is in the Midwest. Now, as far as interactions, the one percenters on the West Coast will interact on the, if we want to call it 99 side or whatever, just the regular MC side. We don't really, and I'm speaking from my shoes personally, we don't really look at it any different per se as far as us partying. Now, when we get to the politics, and hopefully we don't never have to touch that level of the game, then that's when it gets more indignant. But for the most part, everybody kind of just parties with everybody. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Because you
If that,
get
go ahead.
no, I get it. You get different you get different areas and you get different people. You hear it all the time. And
Hmm.
I witnessed it. You have a great party. You get some of the one percenters. You get the outlaws. They come and they change the vibe of the party. Not all of
That'll
them,
happen.
but some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
change the vibe
Yeah.
of the party. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, listen, man, if we all out here doing the same thing that we like doing, um, why is it when you guys come around, y'all change the vibe of the party? You know, we
Sometimes
supposed to get along, huh?
I think it's sometimes it's the relationship that you may or may not have with that outlaw club or 1% that pulls up. If you're friends with them and they cool, they coming to party.
Right.
If you don't know them and there is no real relationship or whatnot, everybody gonna get spooked because they gonna think, well, damn, what are they here for? They ain't never
Yeah.
partied before.
Right.
They don't be at the clubhouse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes they already be like thinking it's on something, and those you'll see people start packing up as soon as they pull up. They ain't
Oh
even got to
yeah.
know. They just, you already know. They ain't even parked their bike yet. You got 20 niggas on their bikes finna mount up and get the fuck up on out of here, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You know what
gonna
I'm
peel
saying?
out.
You know,
Yeah. So
yeah,
go
no,
ahead.
I say that because you have like like you say, man, it's like that. I seen it where now, and when I speak on now, I've been around the bike set since '99. That's when I first started riding. I got my colors in '06. And I remember
Right.
it was a time where you had MC clubs, motorcycle clubs, social clubs. They did their thing. You had outlaw clubs. They always been them. Sometimes they were over here, but I see more outlaw clubs, one percenters. Um, I see a shift. I see a shift. I see a 50-50 shift.
Mhm.
Let me say what the 50-50 shift is. So I can kind of let you understand what I'm saying. The 50-50 shift is I remember one point in time the outlaws, they was just over here. That was it. But shit, the world
Mm-hmm.
has evolved so much that even the grumpiest and the meanest of the meanest, they want to be where the action is at.
Oh, of course.
They want to be over there now. Where before it was we don't do that kind of stuff. We don't do this. They want to be where the action at. Then you have the older outlaw guys, man, and I laugh at this. When I first came around, I remember certain people and things change. I remember certain people, mannerisms and the way they were. And it's funny now because the guys, that some of them they crack me up when they tell me stuff like this. Um, you never seen them at bike nights. I do
Right.
a bike night. They come, and when they come, they bring lawn chairs and they sit out there, man. I swear to you, man.
Yeah.
I, I can't make this up. And when they come, when they come, the stuff that they say is so funny. All I can do is laugh. They say stuff like, "Yeah, man, shit. I ain't want to be around all that bull crap. I wanted to come over here, man, where I can relax and have a good time." So, so, so when I hear them guys, when I hear them guys say that kind of stuff, that's where I say a lot of things has, a lot of stuff has changed. I'm seeing that
Right.
um the new breed, they're the ones that seem to be keeping up a lot more stuff. The newer guys that's coming, they're either club hopping, coming from a 99% club to a 1% club, and now they're rebranding themselves as this bad guy that they wasn't, and they keeping up problems. I've seen
Uh-huh.
guys, they fall out with their club, they hate their club. I can't stand the club. They go join a 1%er club, and now they want to go hang out at the club they just left from. I, 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 I can't make this up, man. I can't make it up. I'm just telling you what I see, man. I'm telling
I'm
you
gonna tell
what
you
I
what.
see.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I see stuff like that, it ain't but some nanny nanny boo boo type shit. If I leave your club and we go sideways, now I come back with a bigger club. I done walked in your shit with some nanny nanny boo boo type shit.
And
That's number one. You know what I mean? Number two is sometimes with them OGs, they not coming out. But when I recruited all these 99 percenters or whatever, they used to the party scene. So even though you switched patches, I'm still going back to the environment I'm comfortable in. You know what I
Most
mean?
definitely.
Sometimes you gonna bring some of your club brothers with you. Sometimes you gonna go by yourself and hang with the dudes you knew from before, you know?
Mhm.
And like you said, some people do come over here to start their funk because they wasn't gonna start it by themselves in the first place in that last club. So that's when they moved to the Outlaw 1% club, and now you want to walk around with your boots on and 30 chains on your jeans. You got a ring for every finger now. It's like, come on, bro. You got a new bandana every week, every day of the week.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
You a
Yeah.
super biker now.
I done seen it. I done witnessed it, man. I done witnessed
Yeah.
it, man. You know, how do you feel about guys that do leave a club? Not let me not say a club, your club, and go join another club. How do you look at them?
I will
Hmm.
go for me. I have this thing, and I think all three of us have, and you probably have it too. If you my brother, you my brother. Don't make a difference what patch you wear. If we built that brotherhood, it don't make a difference where you go. You solid, you solid. In regards to the ones who, uh, from my experience, most of ours they leave and they go to another 99 or family type club. Um, they don't really act tough. In fact, they left this area because of a reason. Maybe because Mecca put their tire on flat. Things like that. Uh, but for me on my side, again, you know, once you become my bro, and the patch don't make us bro. To me, the patch brings us to a mutual spot. But that brotherhood that's there, it don't make a difference what club you go to. And like I said, for me, I don't get the what like how Fontaine and Mecca did with the other side, switching from a 99 to a 1%er. Uh, very few, and I haven't seen it happen, and they probably have. I haven't seen a 1%er go from 1% to a 99. And I know it does
I
happen,
have.
but very few. Yeah, I know you have. That's
I
what I'm
have.
saying. But for me,
I
if you
seen it
my brother,
happen
you my
too.
brother. And if you was never my brother, bro, stay over there. You know.
Now I want to be honest. I want to be honest, man. When a guy be in my club, man, and he leave the club, man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know if you feel like this or not. I take it personal. I take it personal. I'm mad than a mug. Hey, listen, I take it personal, man. I do. I ain't, we still this, I take it personal, man. And here's the reason why I take it personal, man. Because, man, I'm Boogie Down. Boogie Down, Detroit Mother Chapter, man. And we was repping Boogie Down for life. This is my club. I'm riding for Boogie. I'm blah, blah, blah. And when things didn't work out great for you, you left. No,
Yeah.
man, I feel some type of way, man, about that. And then when you come around, and you like, man, what up? What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
that nigga
My,
Lavish said he gave him the head nod. That nigga
man,
one of them.
what's up,
Yeah, you
man?
know what I'm talking about?
My
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
conversation ain't really the
It's
same,
short.
man. It's
It's
short.
short.
It's gonna take a minute, man. For me to feel different, man, because it probably was
Yeah.
times depending on the member on things that we had work to put in, and
Yeah, yeah.
you over here, and I feel some type of way, man. I
I'm
I do,
I'm
man.
look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm with Phil. I'm with you almost. I'm with like an 80-20 rule with that shit too. Right? So it all depends on why you left our club. Now,
Right.
if you had to
Right.
leave it for your
Yeah.
family or some on that line, I can't knock it. It
Don't
also
join
depends
another
on,
club though.
yeah, that's number one, and it depends on where you go. And the reason why I say if it's another club, let's say you left us and you went to like a 99 or something like that. Sometimes the club is the influence in dragging your life down if you don't pick the
Right.
right club. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
the
oh yeah,
club
most
or your
definitely.
brothers
Yes, yes.
that want to drag you down a rabbit hole that will
Mm-hmm.
fuck your shit up. So that's my
Yeah.
thing when it comes to that. But if you on some weird shit or whatever, and
Right.
again, it really depends on who you join after that as to whether we gonna still talk, shake hands, or I gotta put a target on your forehead. So
Yeah. I'm looking at my I'm looking at my one guy, Bid West right here, man. This guy right here, he said that's why Lavish be acting funny towards me. He used to be in my club, man. he used to be, he used to be in my club, man. Listen, man,
Yeah.
I was hot. I was mad. Listen, me and him just we rode to South Carolina. We just rode to South Carolina together, man. No, let me take that back. Nope. He was already in that club. He already went. We had just came back from Cleveland. And
mm,
2 weeks later, I'm looking up. I'm like, hold on,
Damn.
man. What? What did happen? Yeah, this ain't part of
right.
the plan. We had a plan, man. But man, me and him, we
Yeah.
good, man. We good, man. That's my guy, man.
So
That's a
Outside
so
the
big pill
club.
to swallow though, man. Like you said, you know, if the person is solid, then you can kind of like go away from the fact that he did leave the club. But then once again, it's how you did it.
No, that's true. That's true, man. How you do
It's
it, it gets
how you
Yeah.
did it.
sometimes a lot of
Yeah.
people don't want
right.
to a lot sometimes, I'm not going to say all the times, man. You know, being inside of certain clubs, man, sometimes it be so much BS going on in there that you just want to push
Right.
yourself away, from that. And some people do
Mm-hmm.
that. You know, I never did though. My reason for that was I always felt like you leave from one problem, you're gonna have that same problem somewhere else with just different people.
Most definitely.
Um, and do I start all over learning these people, or do I just stick where I'm at? You know, and I just stuck where I'm at, man. And that's just that, man. Bike, you not being in the club, man. You got your days. You got your days. You like, man, forget
Yeah.
Yeah.
everybody up in here. You got your days, man. And you're
Yeah.
not gonna rock with everybody in your club. It's not because you
Of course
got a
not.
Right.
personal problem. You rock with who you really flock with, man. Who you got a bond with, man. And that's
Right.
who you know. They say clubs they set up with different cliques and all that. I do think it's cliques, but I also think that everybody's conversation and connection is not the same with everybody,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And that plays a part too, man, when we talk about clicks. Because I just jumped to clicks, but a lot of people in different clubs talk about, yeah, man, all these different cliques inside of the club. I kick it with everybody, but then you got other
Yeah.
people that's in the club that you just got a deeper relationship with,
Relationship with. Yeah.
outside of the club, and that's just how it be, man. With different people, man. Listen, let me ask you this: what is we're not talking about the bike nights and everything, but we talking about your parties. For Dorado, you got a clubhouse.
No, Full Throttle don't have a clubhouse. We are one of the smaller 99% clubs in LA. Um, we do have annuals yearly, and from my own experience, like I say, they get pretty nice. Um, LA is like and I don't know the number. Mecca Fontaine might know the number offhand, but when we say there's an annual every weekend, you know what I mean? And some clubs, some bike nights, there's 3 clubs open on those nights. You know what I'm saying? So LA is really like saturated with MC clubs. We're not even gonna talk about SC club. We just talk about MCs. But we don't have one. We actually working on getting one. And but what I try to do is support all the other uh bike nights because there's a multiple. Oh man, listen, man, it's so many damn clubs out here, man. I mean, you can walk outside and look down the street. They go a club. Look left. They go a club. Look up in the sky. It's a club. You know what I mean? So, but for LA Full Throttle, we working on a clubhouse, but it's kind of tough out here, man, because the people's not like trying to rent the bikers. They not. They really, yeah. You got to come with a whole nother concept business wise.
Okay. Chosen few. And I know y'all got a clubhouse. What is y'all party nights like, man? Is it open to the civilians? What's the hours? What's the chosen few clubhouse like? I never been there. I'm living through you guys.
um, it's usually open. Right now, we're in the process of getting another one because the last one, kind of the last couple we've had some little issues here and there. But
Hiccups.
we always do Fridays. It's usually open to the public, like I said, unless we have some type of issue or problem, and it's always been like that for us. I mean, anybody who knows Chosen Few on the West Coast know that clubhouse is open to the world. You know what I mean? Again, unless there was a problem. So,
Okay. What and I'm living through social media, and my only experience as far as being down there on a bike set was the Kings of Cali. I know Rare
right.
Breed,
Hmm.
they got a large event outside of them two, and that's just me being from Detroit, not knowing what's some of the bigger clubs down there that's throwing some of these bigger parties.
Hmm.
Is it that
Man,
many? Because
undisputed does
again,
pretty good.
I'm only used to seeing Rare Breed taking up like a county by themselves, and then
Right.
you got the Kings of Cali. Now I'm not too
Undisputed do
familiar
pretty
with
good too.
they do. Are they based out of there? I met a few of them guys from Texas last summer.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had yeah.
They're based out of here as well, and they do pretty
Yeah,
well. Also, an older
Wolfpack.
school club that usually does pretty good is the Deuces.
The Deuces.
Yeah,
Yes, they usually do
Wolfpack as
pretty good
well.
too.
Okay.
Wolfpack, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
Yeah,
met
Wolfpack
some. I
does
met
well
I
too.
met some of them Wolfpack dudes down in at the Kings of the South, man. I got a couple
Mhm.
videos of them, man. The Wolfpack, they was down there. Um, Kings of Cali. It was another one.
Right.
Was it Down the Pound? Are they black and purple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
downtown.
Yeah.
yeah. They was dope, man. So I met some of them guys, man. They was cool, man. Down there. Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to get a feel. I'm just trying to get a feel down there. I want to get over to the West Coast again. I ain't been in a while. I ain't been, like I say, most of the time when I went down there or come down there, man, it's on the lowrider tip. I do
Right.
want to venture off on the West Coast more on the biker side of things. Um, we got to talk about this, man. Bikes in the Hood. We can't not talk about this because this is where I got the start of knowing you guys, and it came from, again, Instagram. Instagram
Hmm.
posts, videos. That's where I found out about Bikes in the Hood, man. I think it, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a video that y'all had with y'all heads on a movie or some stuff like that. I think,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
dude
yeah,
right
yeah.
there, man.
Yeah, that's my
yeah,
thing, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's that dude right there, man.
Yeah, man. So Bikes in the Hood. First of all, if you on Instagram, they got an Instagram page. I think they got about is it 60,000 followers? About
Yeah.
about
And
about
61.
counting.
Yeah, see, y'all keep up with that, huh? Yeah, so they keep us 60, 61. But they got an Instagram page, man, and they post a lot of bike stuff up there. That's where I actually found out about them. I'm not sure exactly, who met who and how that happened, but it was the interaction off of Instagram. And then they got a podcast. So they're on Facebook at the moment. And you can tell them more about it, for the people that want to, check you out, see what you about and follow. And like I say, all of this stuff is great for networking, meeting these people. Cause if you go to the West Coast, man, you might have somebody that you can call up and you want to know people in these different areas. But talk about this Bikes in the Hood podcast and the concept behind it.
All right. Well, the concept was, to kind of bridge the politics. Like where I'm at and where we're at, we got a pretty decent relationship with, if we want to call it the other side, the white side, whatever you want to call it, but in this outlaw and biking game, as well as the sport bike scene. And like I said before, it was made so that the info we pass was more voluntary rather than somebody trying to shove it down your throat. That's why sometimes we make jokes, we crack jokes. We got to look at the lighter side of life sometimes because this bike life and the culture can be unforgiving sometimes. And that's why I sit and say about when people talk, sometimes you need to talk about your area because some of these biking rules and politics and traditional ways are not universal across the United States or across the world. The only thing that's probably universal is respect and riding a motorcycle. Outside of that, it gets tricky when you start talking about the rules and things. So that's what it was really about. It was really about just kind of blurring the lines with the rules and so that people didn't like weren't in the blind per se. That's why you won't catch us putting too many videos of bad incidents that happen, even though they're all over the place. But we do
Right.
bring them up in topics and things like that.
Okay. That's cool. And they can find you on Facebook on what?
There's a Facebook page and a group called Bikes in the Hood. We run when we actually do the podcast. They're on Beacon Radio, which is another group on there as well. And we're on YouTube under Bikes in the Hood podcast. As bikes with a Z and N is just the letter N.
Oh man, I done put the whole IN on on there, man.
No, I
Why ain't
seen
nobody
that. It's
why ain't
okay.
nobody correct me, man?
It's okay. It's a little blooper. We were ain't nothing but a little blooper. We could deal with it.
I got it all properly spelled
You
out.
sure did. Sure did.
Bikes
Little
in the
English
Hood.
Yeah.
teacher. No, but
Oh man, I got Major League Hog C Rider chiming in, man. What up, Joe, homie? You all right? Yeah, man. So I want to go ahead. Let me see what time we working with, man. I try to keep it about an hour, maybe, not too far over an hour, man. Kicking it with you guys, man. I know that you said you've been down in the Phil. I know Dr. Phil. He's been down in the Texas area over there. Have you guys made it up to towards the north? Have y'all took a ride towards the north at all?
Not
No,
yet.
not at all. Actually, we was just talking about that. Bikes in the Hood was talking about taking rides to up north. And actually, in Texas, I'm gonna give him a shout out. We have a chapter called Full Throttle Inc. And so we went up there for their annual, and for me, that was the furthest I've ever ridden my bike, and I was stoked. I love it. Now, don't get me wrong, 117 heat, 110 at 3 in the morning riding back. It was draining, but the ride was amazing. And uh, we were talking about coming out like tours up north in different areas so we can, you know, talk to people, meet people out there, man. These two cats ride, man. So, you know, I'm just along for the ride, brother.
What the how far chosen feuding roll, man? How far? No, not the club. You guys.
Oh, I was gonna say shit. I don't fucking know. No, I'm playing. Furthest I've been was Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay, what was that? I-10 to the end.
Yes, indeedy.
Okay, yeah, you was doing some riding.
Yes, indeedy.
Make it don't get quiet on me.
Make us
Oh
from
no, brother. I'm
Ontario to
just sitting
LA.
here. It's cold right now, bro. I'm outside.
It ain't as cold as it is in Detroit.
Oh, you,
Hey, we
hey,
spoiled, man.
Lavish. You
You know
know,
what I'm
Lavish. I was finna say that. You know, he a tropical spoiled little motherfucker.
saying?
No,
Saying that.
Whatever.
what's the furthest you done roll, man?
Further I road, man, since I've been out here, is Tucson, Arizona. That's the furthest.
Arizona's next door.
No, no, Tucson. Tucson. I said, that's what I said.
He
Tucson.
said.
I didn't say
He
Arizona.
said
I
that's.
said Tucson.
He said that's next
I'm
door.
that's that's right next door.
Bruh, hey, you know what I mean? When you don't have hours and vacation time, you can't
Man,
do that kind of shit you want to do.
we listen. Let me rewind all that.
Go ahead, let's go.
We
Let's
we
go.
just hey, we gonna admit we gonna take that section out, man. Y'all ain't heard that.
Hey,
Y'all, y'all ain't heard that part.
I'm a man of my word, player. I'm not hiding shit.
No, here's the thing, and I want to say this, man, because sometimes, man, we get so caught up on riding, and when I say ride, I'm talking about miles, and we know that there's a lot of different type of bikers out here, man. What would you consider yourself? Um, how would you consider y'all to be as a biker? What kind of biker are you? Meaning, are you a highway rider? Are you rather stay in the city? Are you a racer, a sound guy, a custom guy, a little bit of all? What kind of bikers are y'all?
For me, I would say I'm everything except for a racer. Sound, I like the music, I got the custom work. Uh, but I really love the highway, and depending on who I'm riding with, but my best rides are by myself. Those are my best rides. And to jump on the highway and I'm out there for 6, 7, 8 hours and my speed, it's above average, but move fast. You know what I mean? Uh, in case they look at, I don't, I ain't admitting nothing, but I think I'm more of a because LA is kind of a crossbeat for me. I'm more of a highway rider, but it's so much to do in LA, bro. Like there's a bike night right now, and that I love the highway. I've been groomed to hit that highway because all our chapters is 2 hours or further away. You know what I mean? One is like 12 hours away. You know what I mean? So at the top of up in Reno, Nevada. So uh I would say I like the highway. That's me. Highway. Yeah.
Okay. What about y'all?
I'm a highway
I'm
dude.
more
I ain't gonna
of a
lie to you.
highway dude. Yeah. All of our bikes are custom music, beat. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's most of my miles are on the highway. I'm not really a city guy too much.
No, let's just say the interstate. Let's say the freeway. Let's say the freeway for you. We gonna put you at the freeway.
Y'all don't say freeways out there, buddy. Don't do that.
We go
Mm-mm.
we go,
Don't do that.
we
Don't do
don't want
that.
to say highways. You know, not Arizona. We gonna just say the freeway.
Well, well,
We just
well. Here in California, we can say highways, freeways. Y'all don't say that out there, buddy. Don't do that.
we, we,
Don't do that.
well, I'm just you like you an interstate you a interstate you're an interstate guy.
What would you call it?
You know
Tri-state?
what? See, you know what? I'm gonna leave you alone right now, Lavish. I'm gonna leave you alone.
He said he a
Because
tri-state rider, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, 2 to 3 hours, you're in a different state over there where you at, player. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh
shit,
huh.
not even that.
You talk to me then.
Not even
He
that.
said not
Hey,
even that. He
45
said
minutes. Hey,
32 minutes.
45 minutes. I'm in
You
Ohio.
see what you see what I'm saying now?
You
Right.
know,
So there's a
hey,
comparison.
hey, 4 hours. I'm in Chicago.
Oh
Shit.
shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
Shoot.
Go,
Hey,
goddammit. Don't fuck with me right now.
10 hours. I'm in Memphis.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Shit.
You know, so hey,
Right.
I'm right here near the state line. You know that's the state line. I ain't too far in. You know, I know Cali kind of big, man. But I want to be honest. Me, I'm more of a highway rider now. I've come to enjoy the highway.
Yeah.
Riding. At first, I wasn't transitioning from a crotch rocket to a Harley. I still wasn't. The first time I went out of state, truthfully, the first time I made a long distance ride was on a crotch rocket when I first got into the motorcycle club. They didn't tell me that we actually had to leave and go somewhere far. And you had all these
How
other
many hours was
cruiser
that?
guys. I had to go 4 hours. Now, 4 hours didn't, well, at the time, 4 hours was a long time. You talking about guys on crotch rockets, we only rode 20, 30 minutes at a time. You know,
I was on 6 hours on the crotch rocket.
yeah, no, man. The longest I did was right up under 5 hours on a rocket, man. And you know, they like, yeah, man, we gotta go to Cincinnati. And I'm like, well, shoot, man, how we getting there? Who gonna trailer the bikes? and they like, no, everybody gotta be on a bike. And I'm like, man, I ain't never rode no bike that far. I gotta ride a crotch
Yeah, that
rocket.
hurts. That
Man, tell
hurts.
me about it, man. It hurt. I wasn't prepared. You had the guys, they had their backpacks, they had their luggage and their Harleys. The people that been in the club, they didn't prepare me. I didn't, I'm on a rocket with a Joe Rocket jacket on with some
Oh
boots. I
yeah,
don't
me too.
have, yeah, I don't have no luggage. I'm fresh in the club.
No.
Nothing. And my
Feet
back, my
hurting.
legs, everything, man. First time I rode, man, and I said, "Oh man!" And after that, the next couple years, I didn't have to go as far. They, we traveled different places, man. But then when I got on the Harley, I still didn't travel. I just rode locally. Then I did the custom bike, and when I did the custom bike, I was just local. And then I started riding the custom bike out of the city. I was on some secret squirrel stuff, you know. Sometimes you gotta disappear, you know. And this is what happened, man. I was riding my bike and it was custom. But what happened, um, everybody used to spot my bike and I didn't want to be spotted. So I had to get another
Oh
bike.
yeah.
Yeah. You like, oh
Yeah.
man, I just seen Lavish on 280. And they like 280. That's not in Michigan. Yeah. I just seen Lavish in Niagara Falls, and a lot of bikers are truckers. And they don't be
Yeah.
knowing. Like, they don't know. Listen, I didn't want you to shout me out. I didn't need a shout out. I didn't
Yeah.
need you to, oh man, there go Lavish, man. Shout out to Lavish. I just passed him on the highway. No. No. Don't pass me on the highway and shout me out. Act like you didn't see me. And
Too late.
right. And when I got on a stock bike, the difference from the stock bike and the custom bike was night and day. I'm like, damn, this bike is light. It's way more comfortable. I've been on a custom bike for some years now. So getting on a stock bike, it was so much more comfortable that I didn't mind
Yeah.
riding further. And then right around this time, now you got the whole trend, the whole ground pounder era, as far as being publicized, start coming about, and everybody want to ride, get miles, everybody want to get stop sign. I mean, state signs, and I'm like, oh shit, man, I want to go ahead and ride too. And then I enjoy doing it, and then meeting different people at truck stops, meeting different people at the Harley shops. They don't have Indian dealers and all that stuff that people go to. I want to put that out there for the people in the comment. Meeting at the Harley shops, getting Harley T-shirts and apparels. It was pretty cool, man. So I personally like the highway, man. I like it, and you get to see the world from a different view. You get to see it different than watching it from the car. You get to
Yeah.
stop at places, man, and people take to you. People take to you. The love that you get when you do pull up, and a lot of this
Yeah.
respect,
That's a
man.
conversation.
Yes, it's a conversation,
Yeah,
man,
that's
and
a
the respect
conversation.
level goes up so much higher, man. When you run across people and they like, man, you rode, man, how was that ride, man? Wow, it's a big deal, man. It's a big thing, man. And I want to shout
You
out
got
them
to think
people,
that
man.
you
Huh?
got to think sometimes they be. I was gonna say you got to think sometimes people ain't. They get scared when they get out on that freeway. And I look to my left,
Yeah.
ain't nothing but a tumbleweed. I look to my right, ain't nothing but a cactus. You know what I mean? So that's why people get spooked to that freeway. That's why they would be looking for a trailer and things like that. And they, as these OGs on the West Coast call them liquor store runners, they just running from one clubhouse to the next getting drunk.
We call
So
them bar hoppers. We call them bar hoppers, right?
yeah, yeah, we call them liquor
Hmm.
store runners because every clubhouse you going to, you getting liquored up. So
Yeah, man. That's cool, man. I want to go ahead and end this podcast, man. We're gonna have to definitely do it again, man. I enjoyed this conversation. I hope that everybody out there watching, I hope that they
for sure.
enjoyed it, man. Shout out to all the viewers out there. You got Spoon, Rare Breed, that's Detroit, Gorilla Blue is on here, Bureau Sky, Miss Watson, I don't know how to pronounce her first name. You got Little Bird Flu on here. Hero Benson. I just try to shout out to people. Eric Harris, CJ Ray, Gerald Helm, D here Green. So, those just a few people, man. I want to, just shout out and acknowledge for watching the podcast. Appreciate y'all, man. If y'all aren't following me, you can go ahead and hit the follow button on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all my social media stuff is Lavish T Williams. And check out these guys, man. Hit up the Instagram page, Bikes in the Hood. They got a nice page, man. A nice following going on, man, with a lot of stuff going on in the bike world, in their area and around town and everything like that. Y'all got any closing words, man? Y'all want to leave out, man? Let the people know, put out some information or whatnot.
No, not
You
too
know what,
much
man?
because everybody. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, bro. I got
No, go ahead. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna say ride safe. That's
that's the
about it. You
DA
gonna
right
come
there.
up?
Okay. Yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
wanted, first of all, bro, I appreciate, the connection. A few of my club brothers is on, and they already like, I guess we going to the D. So, we
Detroit,
got a
baby.
couple of them, man. So yeah, so shout out to them, man. But I enjoyed the show, and for y'all out there, y'all can tap in with Bikes in the Hood. We on Instagram as Bikes in the Hood, Bikez in the Hood, not in, but in, as well as on YouTube. Most of our shows you'll find them on Facebook at Beacon Radio, Beakon Radio, and we got shows, man. And if y'all have a topic y'all want us to talk about, man, tap in with us. Put the topic in the group chat, and we'll go over it.
Right. Yeah. No, that's what I like to have, man. Like he just said, if y'all got a topic, man, us guys that's on here doing this stuff, man, let us know. Let us use our platform to connect. Whatever you might be thinking with a topic, I'm sure it's like 30 other people, man, with that same thought. And let's get on here and engage with each other, man. Let's talk about certain
Absolutely.
things, man, and educate each other, man, for about different things. It could be the same thing but done different from coast to coast, from city to city. And be interactive in the comments, and stuff like that, man. That's something always great. Mecca, you got something you want to add?
Oh man, I was just gonna say, I appreciate you, dog. For having us on your show. And keeping it raw and authentic. That's what draws people to conversations that you have with other people, and that collab can go further than we can think about.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? I just want to say thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and we definitely will do it again.
No, man, we definitely got to, man. And I'm hoping that people out there that's watching understand what's going on here, man. Networking, building
Yeah.
relationships,
Making a connection.
making a connection. Is no drama here. We didn't try to come on here to talk about some of the it's a lot of stuff that goes on that we could talk about, man. We
Most
we really
Yeah.
definitely.
we really can. But when you got a certain platform, man, let's use it not to push that narrative. Let's use it to
Yeah.
push,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
the positive of certain things, the better good, the teaching, the learning, the experience, things of that nature, man. So I admire and thank and appreciate the people that constantly watches the podcast and my videos. If you're on YouTube right now, make sure y'all hit that like button. Do that. Make sure you hit that like button on YouTube. Get those likes up, man, so that people could see, check it out, learn more about us, because we all gonna be here in some type of way. They on the West Coast, Southern California. I'm over here in the Motor City, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And they do things, I'm sure, different than we do. And together, just communicating and seeing how they move and how we move and laughing about different things, man. Everything is a teachable moment. Everything is definitely a teachable moment, man. So,
Oh, yeah, hands
All the
down.
time.
yeah, yeah. So I appreciate y'all, man. And here's something else, man. I want y'all to understand, and this is different. And I'm not sure if it's just different because it's just not really happening here. We got two of the chosen few guys here on the podcast, man. And they're kicking it with me. And I'm only mentioning that not to just put it out there like, oh man, oh my God, it's chosen few. But I'm putting it out there that you being a member of the club and on the podcast, I got guys over here, man. They too cool for that. Some of them. They too cool for it, man, because it's not outlaw stuff. We ain't about to do that, but they'll talk to me about it. It kind of breaks up the narrative when people see you. It kind of let other people's guard go down. Man, guys, it's cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
check them out. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Instead of keeping that level of tension up or that level of uncertainty going. It's like, man, come on now. Let's, if y'all ain't moving like that, then shoot, man, you got to get with the times, communicate, kick it with these people, man.
Right.
Talk, let them see your face, man. You can't just ride around all day with a mask over your face and think people just gonna be welcoming to come party with you and fellowship with you. Hell, they don't want you nowhere near their party. You know what I'm saying? But those are true. Those are real things that go on. And it pushes people away and it gives them a negative stereotype, a bad stereotype, so to say. And I want to just acknowledge that with you guys, man, for even being on here doing what you're doing. Now, again, I don't know if that's common on your end, your coast. It takes a lot to get somebody to openly want to come on here and actually just kick it, man. And when I say kick it, it's not getting inside of the club's business. It's just knowing that
In
these
general,
guys
yeah.
in general, that
Yeah.
they know you, they know where you from, but to hear you, because man, it's a guy, man. I want to tell you, it's a guy, man. He's in the Outlaw Club, but he's also a brother of mine, a Masonic brother. And when you see him on the set, You just look at him as just a guy on the set, because he's in his biker apparel. But man, when I see him down at the lodge, totally different
Different.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mannerism. And he's not a troublemaker. He's not this. He just stay off to the side. But the mannerism and to hear him speak, you like, whoa, man, I didn't know that dude had it in him. Like the guy can really talk and he knows what he
Presto change
knows.
up.
Huh?
Presto change up.
Yeah. Listen, the dude, man, I found out, man, he's in a fraternity. Very knowledgeable, well-rounded guy, man. And a lot of people wouldn't even know that, man, about him. So it's like opening up and letting people know about it. It's not telling everybody your business, but people are intrigued to learn more about you, especially when you put yourself out here, man.
I think the thing is sometimes people don't understand. Like when it comes to like the outlaw and 1%, the main game is not to indulge or to divulge any info of your own organization. That's really where it's about. And with us, we don't do that. It's just really about the knowledge of this biking culture.
Right,
That's number one. Yeah. And number two, when it comes to outlaws and 1% clubs, people got to realize not everybody's a knucklehead. Not everybody's just, hard headed. You'll have 3-time felons all the way up to those who have their doctorate
right.
inside these outlaw clubs. And I'm speaking from experience. So, that's the thing. People can't, just like you said with your Masonic brother, yeah, when you see him in the street, you think he gonna rob somebody, but yet you take him in a business setting, you might want to put a scalpel in his hand like he's a doctor finna do
Yeah,
surgery. So
yeah. Hey man, my club brother, Youngin, he said we're gonna show y'all a good time when y'all pull up, man.
Almost
yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
So,
Yeah,
You already
Yeah.
know.
and I'm telling you, man, you gonna love it, man. We definitely got some great hospitality, in
Just had them
Detroit.
heat lamps ready. Just had them heat lamps ready. Well, we standing outside.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right,
that's a
fellas,
different
man.
kind of weather.
Yeah, definitely that, man. I want to go ahead and, man, in this podcast, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Once again, thanks, man, for the time, for the networking, man, and just, just learning about each other, man. For the conversation that we had, man, and it was just a kicking
Most definitely.
conversation type of thing, man. Shout out for
All
everybody that's
day.
tuned in, man. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe to both of our platforms, man. We work hard. It's,
Absolutely.
That's
it's
right.
free. It's free. Let them know it's free. It don't even cost you. It's free. All you gotta do is just click on it, hit like,
Yeah.
Right.
go through there, share some stuff, man. Circulate it. That's it. It
Yeah,
don't take much. Just one like, just
All
one
right.
share, one follow. Tell
That's
somebody.
it.
That's it. That's
absolutely.
All
all you
right.
gotta do, man. Sure, I be
All
out here
right.
working. I be taking my time posting these videos. I get 5 likes, and I'm like, man, God dog. I get
Right.
50.
Right. You be mad
Get
at the
5
mug. Like,
likes.
hold up.
Right. I get 400 views. I'm like, man, can you like the thing, man? I'm taking my time to bring y'all content, man. God, dog, come on
Yeah.
Yeah,
now.
Right.
Shoot. But yep. All right, now, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We out, man. Have a good one,
You
everybody.
already
Be
know,
great
safe
man. You
out
brother.
gonna have a
there.
good night
Yes, sir.
already.
All right.